I'm ill, but I finally have a chance to stream again. First thing I've got to do is go back here. In retrospect, I probably should have got a lot more stuff done during all the time I had off. And all I did was the casino stuff. Let's get this sorted first. The priest is out spreading the good word of the Almighty at the moment. Perhaps I can be of assistance. Come on out, priest. Not again. I lost again. At this rate, the church roof fund will be used up entirely. Whatever will I tell my parishioners? These used to be the palace kitchens, you know, and we've kept them just the way they were. That means it doesn't look much like your average pub, but I think that's what gives it its character. Hi there, this is a bar for casino patrons only, and before you ask, no, this isn't where you come for a puff-puff. I don't believe a word of it, when I first heard either. I mean, a pirate ship frozen in place in the middle of the sea sounds like a fairy story, doesn't it? Well, it turns out there are people who've actually seen it. In a rocky cove, somewhere to the south of the desert, apparently. What? The rumours are really true? I always thought it was pure fantasy. Yeah, bad luck. This room is for the exclusive use of tourists visiting our church. Please make yourself comfortable. The life of the Westrel is not for me. I fear, idly bringing me no happiness. Will nothing take my mind off the humiliation I suffered when I journeyed to far-off Hubble? I had hoped to take part in the contest to find the greatest of all Torban players, but found my skills so sorely wanting that I slunk away in shame. I'm not even 100% sure I need this piece, but I want it. Well, for now I'll do this, considering I didn't do it last time. Look, before you ask, no, I haven't ever seen the guiding light with my own eyes, all right? Sorry, I didn't mean to bite your head off. It's just, I'm keeper of the beacon, you see, and people ask me the same old question every time. It's always, how can you call yourself the beacon keeper if you don't even know how to get to the top? Ugh, drives me nuts. Still, I shouldn't have been so snappy with you. I'm sorry about that. Everyone who visits Buckingham should come here to pay their respects to the water spirit. It's a magnificent statue in its own right, but I'm sure it has healing powers too. Anyone is free to visit the statue of the water spirit, but the guiding light itself is off limits. And they've really gone to great lengths to keep it that way. Apparently, it was one of the beacon's earliest keepers who crafted the intricate sequence of tricks and traps. You need to be pretty intrepid to even attempt to get to the top, if you ask me. This statue of the water spirit is said to confer protection upon all those who travel the nearby seas. I don't know if that's true, but it certainly is beautiful. The statue is staring out to sea, a serene expression on her face. I am a wandering nun on a pilgrimage to visit sacred sites in every corner of the world. Side, aren't I? Ish. I thought I'd be fine up here, but actually it's way too high, and now I'm too scared to move. Phew. At last. It's taken a month, but I've finally made it this far. I can't wait to go home and tell my wife, but I'm not quite ready to leave just yet. Meh. I really should be looking everywhere. Welcome to New Buckingham Palace, an underground paradise where humans and dwarves live side by side. If you're wondering why it's so bright down here, it's because of the glow moss. It's a special moss that gives off light almost as bright as the sun. May its blessed light shine on you during your stay. My granddad's going to go to sleep soon, and he's never going to wake up. I'm not sad about it though. Daddy told me that he's going to heaven, so it'll be all nice for him. Just look at you. You're practically bursting with mightiness, just like the heroes of old. Ah, I see that I've piqued your interest. If you want to learn more, you should head to King Buckingham's library. There's a scholar there who's investigating the various legends surrounding the old royal family. Oh, woe is me. Life here is so infernally dull. No one wants to play with me, and Daddy's always busy with his visitors. I wish we lived near the port, then I could visit the casino whenever I felt blue. Aha! More visitors. No doubt you've been having a whale of a time at the casino. And if you're not, you really should. One of my predecessors built it, especially for travellers like you. Tourists, pirates, heroes, any and all were comers. I know. Why don't I give you a little present, seeing as how you came all this way to see me? Here, it's all yours. Isn't peace wonderful? Welcome to Buckingham. You may be surprised to find the royal palace located underground like this, but I can assure you that it is quite comfortable. I hope you have an enjoyable stay. I am King Buckingham's wife. You may refer to me as Queen Buckingham, if you wish. The king may appear to be a frivolous and playful man, but that is simply an act he performs for visitors. I know his true nature. He is a brave and diligent man, a worthy successor to the throne of this storied kingdom. VIP pass, eh? This cave leads down to the place where the glow moss grows. That glow moss is the reason we're all able to live here underground, you know. It's as valuable to us as sunlight is to you. Apparently there was a time a few centuries ago when it looked like some monster was going to munch the lot, but luckily a bunch of travellers came to the rescue. "'Tis an eternity I have waited. The light which once illuminated these lands have long since been extinguished, and still I wait. But I have faith that all is not in vain. Nay, one day my duty shall be fulfilled. I have faith that the ruins in which the Almighty sleeps shall one day be discovered. Aye, when the sacred stone spoke of in legend is brought here, I shall know that it is time." Or perhaps the time has already arrived. Prithee, tell me, is the stone in your possession? Yep. You speak true? Verily. 'Tis the hallowed rock of legend. How long I have waited for this day. My duty is fulfilled at last. Know this, friend, the hopes and prayers of the Holy Order of the Almighty go with you. Now, the lotus flower that floats upon the pool serves the Almighty's sacred purpose. Go to it, stone-bearer, go to it, and in doing so take the first step upon the true path. When you reach the place of the mark of the Almighty, hold the stone aloft and beckon in the time of reawakening. The door has been opened for you. You may proceed. Yeah, I know that my appearance might suggest otherwise, but I am not a monster. I'm really not. I saw the error of my monstrous ways, and I've turned my life around. I am firmly on the straight and narrow now. Unfortunately, most people find it impossible not to judge a book by its cover. You don't happen to know where King Scuba lives, do you? Yep. You do? Then I wonder if you might go and ask him to change my appearance so I look like a more normal sea creature. It would mean so much to me, and I'll make sure you're handsomely rewarded. Of course I go the right way first time. Character check. Hyde holds the sacred stone aloft. By the Almighty, can this be true? A sacred stone has been brought from the surface. I only hope that it is not already too late. In any case, our heavenly protector must have guided you here for a reason. I bid you welcome to our shrine. Well met, wanderers. The Holy Order of the Almighty bids you welcome to our dwelling place. By the grace of the Almighty, our ancestors found refuge from the Demon King on flying shrines such as this. Since that time we have remained here, beyond the reach of the Evil One. Alas, over the years the power hath drained from the sacred stones that kept the shrines aloft, and not all of them have remained airborne. My tribe's destiny is to perform the ritual that will restore the Almighty. I have something important to give you. This is a sacred gown. It must be worn by the dancer who performs the ritual of restoration. Hyde is presented with a beautiful shimmering gown. The vestal vestment was woven by my ancestors from a thread imbued with sacred prism dew. Only the dancer who will perform the ritual may don it. See that it is treated with the reverence it deserves. The stone that holds the shrines aloft are impressive indeed. Their powers are intermingled in ways mere mortals cannot fathom. The strength of one enhances the strength of all. Were all four shrines still skyborn, their full power would be revealed, and lo, 'twould be a sight indeed to behold. But sadly, only one other now remains aloft. As things stand, we cannot expect the two remaining stones to do more than keep us afloat. Beyond lies the altar of departure. Go forth to the mark of the Almighty. Moment of truth. We are the descendants of the Order, who fought alongside the Almighty. For many years this shrine floated among the clouds, granting us a safe haven far above the troubled lands below. Alas, in time, the power of the sacred stone that held it afloat faded, and our home fell from the sky. By the grace of our Lord and Master, we survived, but we know not what fate befell the shrine that fell long before we did. Well met. 'Tis an honour indeed to make your acquaintance. Now, prithee, tell me, do you know how the Almighty fared in his battle against the Demon King? Yep. Firepont. So, it is as I feared. Our Lord and Master met with defeat. Judging by the story's state of the world, I suppose this is scant surprise. Verily, all hope is lost. I fear this is the end. To think of it pains me still. Not long after the shrine crashed to the earth beneath, our son, our poor beloved son, passed away. He was convinced that there must be another sacred stone somewhere in the world, and that finding it would allow us to take to the skies once more. But soon after he set out on his quest, he was ambushed by monsters and died in battle. By the Almighty, can that be a sacred stone that you carry? But this can only mean, praise be, the Almighty has returned to guide us once again. Good sir, the years have taken their toll, but I recognize you still. You were once the captain of the Holy Order of the Almighty, were you not? But how? How could you know this? Wait, could you be? Could it really be you, Sir Mayrin? But the years have hardly withered you at all. Could the Almighty in his wisdom perhaps have taken the precaution of sealing you away somewhere? Of keeping you safe from harm until his return? You surmise correctly, good sir, and my having been revived suggests that the time of his restoration is close at hand. Then our Lord and Master foresaw all, and ensured, by means of his miraculous powers, that hope would not be lost. Though to see you here bearing a sacred stone seems almost beyond the realms of miracle. I must have faith. Yes, the Almighty can and shall be revived. You must go to the sacred lotus flower in the pool you see before you. It will take you to the caverns below. Pass through them to discover an altar which bears the mark of the Almighty. Offer up the sacred stone you bear to the heavens, and the powers of our two fallen shrines shall be restored. They shall rise again. And when all four shrines are afloat again, at last a great new power shall be granted unto you. Of this I am certain. I'm the prince's nursemaid, and I dived into the ocean with him in order to protect him from harm. Sadly, there are monsters here too. I will never rest easy with while these creatures remain. Please, someone, give us a world without monsters, a world of peace. I would give all that I had and more for this. The monsters are coming. Help me, someone, please. Hide holds this aloft the sacred stone. Eh. Does this count as armor? Yes, but it's not good. Okay. At first, there was but the faintest glow, but in time, the powers of the sacred stones commingled and took form, and the miraculous creation that now floats between them was brought forth from nothingness. Do not be fooled by appearances. To think it merely a lump of cold, dead rock would be a grave error. No, it is formed of the stuff of life itself. The sacred stones are imbued with the hopes and dreams, the heartfelt prayers of all the people of this world. It is these that have given birth to this wonder. Now feel its power, hear its call within your heart. Let the sky stone come to you. Did you feel it? Did you hear it in your heart? It is thanks to your efforts on behalf of this world and all those who live in it that this great wonder exists. It is yours to use as you see fit. Let it carry you to your destiny. Hyde and Co. are now free to make use of the Sky Stone. Allow me to tell you something of how the world works. There is no such thing as chance. There are no coincidences. Do you understand? A path to the past has been opened. This, as with everything else, is part of the great design. Your arrival here too was preordained. It was always going to occur. I am the Gnostic, and I have always been here waiting for you. The Almighty charged me with the task of passing the last remnant of hope to the adventurers who would one day come, and here you are at last. Accept that which it is your destiny to receive. The altar wherein you must place this piece of stone lies deep beneath the earth, in a cavern carved by human hands. When the tablet is completed at last, it will transport the bearer to the moment when the Almighty met his end. It is a moment long ago and far away. But you must visit it nonetheless. It is your destiny. Your true journey begins now. I see in my future getting to the next tablet and missing one piece. Being very annoyed by it. But better to check. Monsters may appear at any moment, but I cannot leave while the wounded are in need of care. You intend to venture underground, then you must let me offer up a prayer on your behalf. Priorities. There's no response. It's just a corpse. Lot of HP. Should be fighting everything I can. Giga Slash. Okay, just one more. Hmm. Okay. Bingo. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Just need to use the toilet. That should be the last required one as well. Almighty One, surely you did not mean to depart for the last and greatest of all battles without me. Fear not, I am here now, and shall stand beside you, come what may. Pathetic. Is this what it has come to, relying on the support of a mortal, a pitiful puppet? Thou wilt not defeat me so easily, fiend. Firepont, what is the meaning of this? Almighty One, Master, surely you cannot have... But why? No, why would you... Heavenly Father, no, please, you must permit me to stand and face the evil one at your side. No, this cannot be. Master, do you really intend to submit? Do you really intend to die? Finally you face the truth. Finally you cast aside your allies and go to face your fate alone. This is good. Your strength has faded. Your physical form is damaged beyond repair. You lack the power to defeat me, and you know it. You are almighty no more. This world is mine, and mine alone. And I will prove it by taking your life. How? How is it that you still have such power at your disposal? But your efforts are in vain. It is not darkness that will meet its end today, but light. You dare to defy me. Ogordemir, the Demon King. Now you will pay the price for your insolence. Die! The Almighty is no more. Evil reigns supreme at last. It seems I may have overstretched myself. Of course, I get interrupted because... And anyway, Playing this game long enough now. I should have finished it weeks ago. And started renovating this damn house. Okie dokie. Now to just get Maven and Aish finished on their jobs, so I can utterly slaughter the boss. Come on, game. Can't be that much further away. Okay. Have to almost be done at this point. There it is. Now let's go wreck Octodemir's life. Pitiful mortals, pathetic puppets, bags of blood, animated by a broken god, and to think that you are grateful for your sorry lives. It is laughable. You cannot hope to defeat me. You cannot hope to kill me. I am the one you should call almighty. Serve me, and you shall know true greatness. Defy me, and you shall know only pain. But I sense that you will not be joining me, which leaves you with but two choices. You may return home and die with the rest of your pitiful kind, or you may face me now and go to your graves all the sooner. Decide your fate. Foolish puppets. Do you not see that your lives are yours to do with as you see fit? That you need not throw them away for the sake of a god who no longer lives to witness your foolish sacrifice? Perhaps you will finally understand the value of the gift of life when I take it from you. Magic barrier. Kabuff. Kabuff. And... back in your world. Yep. That has happened. You think I am defeated? That a mere puppet, a mere mortal, could best me? Ridiculous, absurd, laughable. I am the Demon King, the supreme lord of evil, the darkness that overshadows all life and light. You may have defeated my physical form, but it is as nothing. It is a mere vessel. My soul will live on. Though I have been defeated, I shall return. May ill fate haunt the rest of your days, and your precious almighty never return. You have journeyed across time and space and have defeated the Demon King. If our world is now at peace, it is only thanks to your indomitable spirit and unwavering courage. Do you remember, Hyde? Do you remember the world as it was when you set out on your quest? When there was but a single island set in the shining fabric of the sea? It was through your unswerving efforts that the world was restored to its rightful state, and the evil deeds of the Demon King undone. But your journey is not over yet. Destiny has more in store for you. It falls to you to awaken the Almighty from his slumber of so many years. He awaits you in a shrine beneath the waters. I have opened a portal to the world below. Go with his blessings, and know that we watch from above and await with eager anticipation the day of restoration. I do not doubt that everyone on the surface is eagerly awaiting your return. The teleportal is yours to use whenever you see fit. Ah. This place, it feels different. It is different. Hey, Hyde, can we get something to eat soon? That battle with the Demon King left me absolutely starving. I could eat a horse. Hey, maybe King Donald will prepare a feast for us, if we asked him nicely. Can we go and see him, Hyde? Please? Perhaps a visit to Westard Castle would not be a bad idea, but afterwards we must make haste. Hyde. What we were told was true. Now that the Demon King has been defeated, it is time to restore the Almighty. This being so, we must return to our search for the descendant of the legendary Torban player. Verily, 'tis as our fair friend says, she is duty-bound to see that the Almighty is revived, as am I. Come, Hyde, we must waste no time. Alright, Hyde, I've got a little something I want to share with you. Now, I'm sure you've noticed the general sense of well-being wafting around the place, right? It feels like everything's right with the world. You know what I mean, don't you? Yep. I knew you would. Well, guess who you have to thank for this fine feeling? Yours truly, of course. That's right, good old Pike. Allow me to elaborate. You'll soon see, this is all thanks to me. What happened was, last night, I dreamt I was fighting a huge, horrible monster, single-handed, and I won. Amazing, eh? When I woke up, this feeling of things being all peaceful and nice was wafting through town like a spring breeze. Coincidence? I don't think so. It must have been yours truly who took on the Demon King and beat him, and most impressive of all, I did it in my sleep. Turns out, I found my true calling in life. Nodding off. That's right. There's no problem I can't solve by sleeping on it. You do well to learn from my example. This is what a true hero looks like. A man brave enough to get 40 winks on behalf of all mankind. Hyde. Now, as the king is currently away from his throne, this seems a perfect opportunity to have a little chat with you. I'm sure that it will come as no surprise to you to learn that King Donald misses Prince Kiefer deeply. But this sadness is far outweighed by his pleasure at his beloved son finding a purpose in life and a cause in which to believe. All parents pray that their children will one day find what they were born to do. I suppose what I am trying to say is that none of us should unduly lament the absence of the prince. He has made his choice, and that is to be respected. Well, if it isn't Hyde and friends, if you're looking for the king, I'm afraid he's eating his supper. Did you want to speak to him? Yep. Well, I wouldn't interrupt His Majesty's supper for just anyone, but seeing as it's you... Just make sure you don't outstay your welcome. Ah, there you are. Your timing is impeccable. I was just polishing off the last morsel of my supper. Take a seat if you will. There, isn't that better? Now, there is no need to tell me why you are here. I think I can guess. The world is palpably brighter and more peaceful than ever before, and you look more than a little pleased with yourselves. You have accomplished something rather spectacular if I am not much mistaken. But you have achieved your ultimate aim, I wonder. But have you achieved your ultimate aim, I wonder? Well, Hyde, is your journey finally at an end? Nope. Goodness, you have performed miracles, yet you say you must still undo the malign work of the Demon King and reawaken the Almighty. And in order to do so, you mean to locate the descendant of a legendary Torban player? Then I believe you must journey northwest of here. The latest reports from our scouts indicate a kingdom in that direction which is famed for its music. Only when the Almighty awakens will we know true peace at last. Your goal is a worthy one. I know that Kiefer would feel the same. I wish you every success. So, are you all done in here? Yep. Good. Now please leave our diners in peace. Oh, Hyde, it's you. You really do have the most marvellous timing. We are just about to start the festival of fine music that will help us find the finest Torban player in all the world. I've decided to call it, drumroll please, Hubblestock. Do you like it? I came up with it myself, and it's going to be amazing. The last one there's a rotten egg. Well, if it isn't my new best friend, Hyde. I was wondering when you'd show up. It's such a lovely day, just perfect for the first ever Hubstock. I can't wait to find out who the world's greatest tour band player is. Can you? Oh, I'm just so happy. It's been so long since there's been any excitement in my life. Now that you're here, we can get things underway. Are you all set? Yep. Great. Then let's get this show on the road. If you'd be so kind as to stand behind me. Ahem. Can everyone hear me? Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Welcome to Hubstock, the world's one and only music festival. Quiet, please. It's time to begin the search for the greatest tour band player of a generation. Hyde, if you'd be so kind. And the first contestant to take to the stage will be Jimmy. This is my moment. Done the princess's voice for the Chancellor. Whoops. Oh, get off, you stink. Isn't that the best you can do? Silence. Well, Jimmy, I suppose this just wasn't your day. You may leave the stage. Oh boy, I sucked. Would the next contestant take the stage? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eddie. Are you ready for Eddie? Rubbish! Is this a joke or something? What was that supposed to be? Silence! Sorry, Eddie. I think you might need a little more practice. Now, if you'd be so kind as to leave the stage. I don't get it. I'm usually much better than that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our third contestant. You know him, you love him. He's the one we've all been waiting for. It's Crispin! Oh yeah, we love you, Crispin! Play just the way you always do. We know you can do it, Crispin. The crowd are getting rather worked up. Is this Crispin fellow really as good as all that? Oh, yes, Your Majesty. He is by far the finest player in all of Hubble. I said, it's Crispin! Is the boy deaf or something? Hello, Hubstock. Sorry to keep you waiting. Crispin, woo, knock 'em dead. Yeah, rock their socks off. Silence! Well, Crispin, now is your chance. It's time to show Her Majesty what you can do. What was that supposed to be? Boo, your early stuff was much better. Was that some kind of a joke? He's the kingdom's greatest talent? I don't know what just happened. Your Majesty, there must be some kind of explanation. You're better than that, and you know you are. You let us all down. If that was some kind of newfangled music for young people, I'm not impressed. Silence! Well, Crispin, it seems that's that. If you wouldn't mind leaving the stage. Now, it's time for our next contestant, Lemmy. Let me show you how it's done. Boo! I could do better than that with my eyes shut. If Crispin couldn't play that thing, there's no way that guy was going to be able to. Almighty Father, what have we done to deserve these desperately poor performances? Get off, you're rubbish! Silence! Well, Lemmy, I believe the crowd has spoken, if you would be so kind. I let myself down, but worst of all, I let the fans down. And next up, it's Youngwee. Woohoo! Yeah! Are you ready to rock? That's the worst yet. Have you no shame? Don't give up the day job. Are this lot taking the mickey or what? As the day wears on, the crowd at Hubstock are subjected to one octal Torban performance after another. I believe that's meant to be awful, but whatever. With no sign of the Torban master they had hoped to hear, Queen Euphonia and the crowd begin to grow restless. With the hopes of a crowd-pleasing performance fading fast, the last contestant takes the stage and proves as laughably inept as all the others. What is the meaning of this? I demand answers. I gathered the greatest Torban players from all over the world, and no one can even play the stupid thing. If I were a less kind-hearted monarch, I'd have you all beheaded for your lack of musical chops. Please, Your Majesty, you must remember that the Torban of Truth is no ordinary musical instrument. Yes, so much so that it's ruined my festival. Hubstock has been a disaster. It was meant to bring a generation together, and this is how it's ended. Whose bright idea was it to use a stupid instrument that no one can even play anyway? You there. Yes, Your Majesty? I want you to take that wretched Torban and smash it to smithereens. Is that clear? But Your Majesty, I really must insist that you take a few deep breaths and... Shut up! If I ever hear you telling me to take deep breaths again, you'll be peeling potatoes for the rest of your life. I am the Queen. When I say I want something smashed, it gets smashed. Queen Euphonia, please. How dare you interrupt me? Do you want to know what happened to the last person who did that? Your Majesty, I must humbly request that you allow one more contestant to take the stage. There is someone here today who is capable of playing the Torban of Truth. I ask you only that you allow them the opportunity to show what they can really do.
And what if it's just another terrible performance like all the others? What then?
You have my personal guarantee that you will not be disappointed, and if you are, on my head be it.
I suppose if I get to execute you, at least that means I'll see something entertaining today. Fine, it's a deal. Very well, pluck when you're ready.
No, Your Majesty. It is not I who will be performing. Crispin, if you would be so kind. Please, play the Torban the way I know you can.
But
he played earlier. We all heard him. He was rubbish. You can say that again. And what's this old loony playing at?
It's obvious Crispin's lost it. Why give him another chance to embarrass us all? Silence! That's enough jabbering from the peanut gallery. Crispin gets one more chance, and if he messes up again, the old man gets the chop. Is that all right with you?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Lovely. Crispin, I hereby order you to play again. This had better be good.
Very well. You heard the Queen, Crispin. Whenever you're ready. Now, Crispin, relax. Focus your energy on the Torban. Don't play it. Let it play you. You can do this.
Oh my, that was so beautiful.
That was quite breathtaking.
Woohoo! I knew you could do it. You're the best, Crispin.
Silence!
That was incredible. Hyde, it looks as if we have our man.
As the sun sets, the festival goers celebrate a triumphant inaugural hubstock and party all night long. Crispin, the headline act, plays beautiful song after beautiful song as the crowd scream for more. Then morning comes.
So, we found the Torban player, troubadour of legend, and I'm most pleased with the outcome of the first ever hubstock. Well, Hyde, aren't you pleased you asked me for my help?
Yep.
I should think so too. Now, Crispin, you're going to join these fine people and revive the Almighty, all right? You won't let us down, will you?
No, Your Majesty. No problem. I'm on it.
Oh, I do so love to watch my subjects squirm. I almost forgot. As the winner of the tournament, you may have a reward of your own choosing. Tell me, what does your heart desire?
Well, I've just headlined Hubstock, so I feel like I should probably ask for a big mansion filled with beautiful girls and sparkling fruit cordial. But I'm going to be much more dull than that. My teacher has raised me since finding me abandoned in the woods all those years ago. He's not as young as he used to be, so all I ask is that you make him comfortable in his old age. Does that sound doable?
So you want to repay the man who raised you for all that he's done? You're a big softy under that suave exterior, aren't you? Well, that won't be a problem. While you're away, I will personally see to it that all of your teacher's needs are taken care of. Well, Hyde, It seems that this is goodbye for now. Take care on your travels. I'll be praying for your success on your quest. After all, we're best friends.
Don't worry about them, Your Majesty. They'll be fine. After all, they're with me. Come on, Hyde. It's time for me to go on my first world tour. Listen, Hyde, I need to take a little detour before we hit the road. I should go and pay my respects to the guy who raised me. You know, my old teacher. Without him, we wouldn't be going on this tour. Oh, it's you. Hello, Crispin. I hear you're off to revive the Almighty. Well, if it's permission to play the Torban you're after, you have it. Not that not having it would stop you. Look after yourself, eh? Bye then. Master, I owe you an apology. The way I behaved at the funeral was just wrong. You gave me the sheet music ages before, but I was too busy hanging out in dark bars with hot chicks to practice. I thought I could style it out with one of my classics, but I was wrong. It was totally the wrong time for something that awesomely upbeat. I let you down. And I let the poor guy whose funeral it was down too. All right. Enough of the amateur dramatics. The main thing is that you did yourself proud up there on that stage. No one hates looking stupid more than you, but you got over it, and you came through with the goods in the end. Forget the funeral. It doesn't matter now. Listen. There's something I want to say to you before you go. There are so many songs out there, so many styles, so many melodies. If you wanted to, you could spend years trying to get one of them right, but life's too short. There's one thing I regret. It's not having learnt more songs. I spent so much time trying to perfect everything that I forgot to just enjoy playing. Please, don't be like that. If a new song comes along, you have to grab it. Don't let it get away because you're hung up on nailing the last one. That would be such a waste of your talent. You're the only one who can play the Torban of Truth. That's huge, and it comes with a big responsibility. You have to learn all the songs you can, and share them with as many people as you can. It's your duty, to me, and to music. Sure, leave it to me, Master. I promise not to let you down, as long as you promise not to drop dead before I get back. Alright, Hyde, are you ready? Let's get this show on the road. Hyde, wonderful news. The portal of the cave is real. It truly exists. Wait, this boy, does he carry the Torban of Truth? Then he has been found, the descendant of the legendary Torban players among us. This is wonderful news. We must tell Rumbaro immediately. Rumbaro, Hyde has found the descendant of the legendary Torban player. He has been brought here to us. What? Why, this is nothing short of a miracle. To discover the lake and then the Torban player in such quick succession is a blessing indeed. Hey, let's have the blessing and miracles talk, okay? I'm just an ordinary guy. I'm flattered that you all seem to think so highly of me, really I am. But I'm just here to play a few tunes. It's kind of what I do. So, shall I get started or what? Wait, please. First I must ask you something, though it pains me to do so. You are a little different from the man we had expected. Are you truly capable of playing the Torban of Truth? What? Not cool, man, not cool. Oh, I didn't come all this way to have my skills called into question. That's it. I'm out of here. Oh, come now. Are you really so sensitive? I did not say I didn't believe you, lad. Forgive me. I'm very glad we've found you at last, and I am sure you play wonderfully. Now, I'd very much like to proceed with the restoration right away. But as you can see, the altar is at the bottom of the pool, and we've no way of reaching it. We must first drain the water, and for that I have a feeling we shall be needing your help, Hyde. But not tonight. You must be tired after your journey. First, you must rest. The restoration will take place tomorrow. Would you like to rest for the night? Yep. Very well. May the Almighty watch over you. You slept well, I trust. Many among our number failed to sleep at all, such was their excitement. Now, perhaps you have already heard, but it seems that the mechanism to drain the pool is somewhere within the cave. Alas, it teems with monsters, and those of us who are unaccustomed to battle cannot enter. I had better entrust to you the chimes of the Chosen, too, for it is said that they are also necessary in order to drain the waters. The chimes prove that we roamers are indeed the children of the Almighty. Treat them with due consideration. If all is well, this will be the last request we make of you, Hyde. Our prayers go with you. Some ancient text has been carved into the stone, but the stone is old and withered, and the writing is impossible to read. I have just recalled something Ron Barrow once told me. Should you ever lose sight of the path, allow the chimes of the chosen to guide you. This seems a good a time to put that to the test. Aish holds the chimes of the chosen aloft and rings them. Oh, that's annoying. It's a pedestal. Blech. It's a pedestal hewn from holy ice. Place the chimes of the chosen on it, of course. Hyde gently puts the chimes of the chosen on the pedestal. Oh, sure, now all the enemies disappear. Oh, right. I'm meant to use that exit. Ah, Hyde. Everyone has already gone on ahead to the altar of the Almighty. Please, you must go and join them. Come quickly, Hyde. Ron Barrow awaits you at the altar. Hyde, Aish, everyone, we thank you once again for your aid. It's no exaggeration to say that we could not have made it this far without you. If not for you, the Almighty would have no hope of being restored. I am sure that there are many in this world who are not yet aware of your good work, but they owe a great debt to you nonetheless. Allow me, therefore, to thank you on their behalf. We roamers have always believed ourselves to be the only chosen ones, but your actions have led me to believe that you too must be counted among that special few. Now, the time of the restoration is upon us, at last. Before we begin, Aish, I must give you this. As you well know, this sacred garment has been passed down through the generations of our people since time immemorial. As the dancer who will perform the rite, it is yours to wear. What? You are already in possession of the vestment of virtue? But how can this be? I do not. How can there be another? This can mean but one thing. We are not the only chosen tribe. Others of our kind exist. And you have met them, Aish? Your journey has been an eventful one indeed, my dear. Now, the time has come for you to perform the dance. Remember that all we roamers and all humankind are counting on you. As the ancient tomes tell us, our ancestors attempted the rite before us and failed. It seems they failed to understand when the turban of truth might be made to glow, as it must for the restoration to succeed. But look at it now. It gleams golden in the evening sun, which can only be the light of which the tomes speak. The time has come. Aish, Crispin, commence. May the Almighty awaken at last from his slumber. Huh? What the? Nothing's happened. What in the world? Could this be? Is this... Are you the Almighty? Ah, how long I have waited for this moment. I am indeed the Almighty. I created this world and all that is in it. I am all-knowing, all-seeing. And I have reawoken at last, my beloved children. You once were lost, but now you are found. Your work is done, your destiny fulfilled. You need roam no longer. I have returned to bring peace upon the world. I will eradicate every trace of evil, wherever it is found. Heavenly Father, Lord and Master, truly, the moment of our reunion has been too long in coming. You have not forgotten me, surely? 'Tis I, Sir Maven. He to whom you entrusted the fate of our world when you were lost to us. I bring glad tidings. The evil against which we stood together is no more. I stand ready to serve you again, Lord, in the name of peace and happiness for all mankind.
Sir Mayrin. Sir Mayrin. Yes, I remember the name, but all was so long ago. Yet I remember. Of course I remember. How could I forget you, Sir Mayrin, most faithful of all my servants? Now, my children, I have been away for too long. There is much that I must do. You will hear from me when the time is nigh. I shall send a messenger. In the meantime, return to your homes and rejoice in the new and lasting peace which is my gift to you all. Goodness, I was a little scared there for a moment. That explosion, I thought it was the end of us.
Yeah, talk about a rude awakening. Not quite what I imagined from an all-powerful being, I must say. Nor I, but he was certainly every bit as imposing as I always imagined. And an entrance so grand as that must surely have been witnessed across the world. Celebrations will surely soon be springing up everywhere. And I too intend to rejoice. Our duty is at an end, and our destiny fulfilled. The Almighty has returned to us, and we are free to live in peace and happiness at last. I mean to continue to roam the world, witnessing the happiness this day has brought, and offering prayers that it may continue for all time. Hyde, I would ask that you take care of Aish while I am gone.
Ron Barrow, what are you saying?
Come now, Aish. It's clear to all of us how much you have come to rely on your new friends. Your place is by their side, and your home, well, it is with them. Indeed, I believe the King of Eastard is keen to welcome you to his kingdom. The restoration of the Almighty will have rung out round the world, I am sure. All will have felt it, including your own family, Hyde. You must return home to them and celebrate your victory. Now, be on your way.
Back here? Huh. Curse you, Ron Barrow, foisting things upon people with so much as a by your leave. And how did he do that anyway? I never even knew he possessed such powers.
Who knows? Maybe meeting the Almighty gave him a special magical boost or something.
It's possible, I suppose. In any case, we are here now. Come, Hyde. I'm sure your parents will be eager to see you. To Pilchard Bay.
Huh? Where the heck are we? And why send me here with you lot? That old Roma guy is a real pain, you know that. I need to get back to Hubble and regale my adoring fans with tales of my world tour. I mean, my killer tunes single-handedly revived the Almighty. They're gonna love it. Right, I'm getting out of here. Thanks, guys. It's been a blast. Catch you on the flip side. How he plans to make it back to Hubble, one can only imagine.
Well, he will face no threat from monsters, so he is in no danger at least. Shall we?
Ah, there you are, my lad. It's good to see you safe and well. I saw the Almighty's revival with my own eyes, you know. Well, it wasn't much to look at, truth be told. Just a glowing light way off in the distance. But the funny thing is, I knew exactly what it was. I felt it. And not that I expected him to put on a big show, of course. He's got far more important things to worry about than impressing us fishermen.
Oh, there you are, dear. Such a relief to see you safe and well. All's right with the world. The Almighty's back, and so are you. And we're having a great big party to celebrate the good news. Oh, I can't wait.
Of course, go straight into the stairs again. Every kitchen in the village is busy making food for this festival of ours, and the galley here is no exception. Anyway, never mind all that. Have you told your folks you're back, Hyde? Yep. That's alright then. Now, I reckon that's just about enough grub to feed the masses. Oi, you! Lock this grub above deck, will ya? It'll soon be time. Aye, aye. You and your friends had better get yourselves prepared too, Hyde. It won't be long till the festival gets underway, I shouldn't think. The Almighty has awoken. He's back. I still can't quite believe it, you know. But I know it was him. I heard his voice, you see, loud and clear. We all did. And we've got you to thank for it all. Make sure you eat and drink your fill, won't you?
Listen, Hyde, I've been meaning to ask you something. Are you planning on becoming a fisherman one day?
Yep.
Fair enough. I think you probably have what it takes by now to cut it out there at sea. How times change, eh? I used to think you'd never be anything but a useless little wimp.
She's all heart, that girl. Hey, hang about, Hyde. Where are you sneaking off to? This isn't going to be much of a party without the guests of honor, is it? Get back here. Hey, Hyde, I want a word with you. You're having an after-show party and you didn't even tell the headline act? Not cool, man. Not cool. Anyway, we can discuss your attitude another time. Apparently King Donald wants a word with you. Oh, and don't worry about things here. I'll keep the party rocking while you're gone. Right, that's the message passed on. Now it's time to drive the fans into a frenzy. You really did it. You defeated the Demon King and revived the Almighty. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Nice one. You're the bee's knees, you know. You are. Even.
Oh, thank you though much. Now we have true peace in the world, just like my brother always wanted.
Never talked to her before. Hyde, I'm so glad that you and your companions have returned to us at last. You have performed miracle after miracle. Not only have you restored the world shattered by the Demon King, but you have defeated him into the bargain. And that is to say nothing of your revival of the Almighty. These are monumental achievements indeed. The entire kingdom, nay, the world, must sing your praises. I pray that you will forgive me for adding my own voice to the chorus. Hyde, Ruff, Aish, and of course Sir Myvan, you have our eternal gratitude. With the Demon King no more and the Almighty restored to his rightful place, we may now know true happiness at last. You have travelled far and overcome countless hardships. Truly, you have earned the right to a life of peace. Tell me, do you intend to follow in your father's footsteps and take to the seas as a fisherman? Yeah. Is that so? I have no doubt that Pollock will be overjoyed. And you, young Ruff, what do you see in your future? Who, me? I haven't thought about it really. Maybe I could go and live with that woodcutter man? He's nice. Yeah, that would be nice. Very good. And what of the noble Sir Mayron? I shall return to my rightful place at the foot of my lord and master, the Almighty himself, sire. I intend to do all that I can to aid him as he strives to bring true and lasting peace to our world. Interesting. A vassal of our Heavenly Father visited only the other day and spoke of the construction of a great castle for his master. Perhaps you too might aid in this endeavour. And what does the future hold for the fair Lady Aish? I had hoped that perhaps you will do us the honour of staying on here at the castle. I would happily employ you in any capacity that you so desire, as a guard perhaps, or as a tutor to my daughter. I know that she thinks very highly of you.
Father, are you sure that the... I thank you for your kind offer. I shall be pleased to consider it further.
Please do. Now, enough talk. It is time to honour your achievements in the proper manner, with a feast to end all feasts. Music makers, strike up a song. That night, the halls of Eastard Castle echo to the sound of merriment. Invitations are sent out to everyone on the island, and no one gets a wink of sleep. All over the world, similar celebrations continue for days on end. The people's prayers have been answered, and all give thanks to the Almighty's return.
days pass peacefully and happily, and life seems almost normal again for Hyde and his friends. But then, one morning...
Shake a leg, Hyde. Are you planning on sleeping all day? Come on, lazybones. The sun's been up for hours. Now, young man, you don't think I'm going to let you laze about till dinner time, do you? You promised you'd help your father, or have you forgotten? Come on, up you get. I'm sure he'll have plenty to keep you busy. Ah, you're alive. That's good to see. Now, I've made a snack for your father. Make sure you get it to him before the poor man starves to death. You know how he likes his pilchard sandwiches. Don't make him wait. Off you go now. Don't dawdle. Make sure your father gets that sandwich. Yeah, took your time, my lad. I thought you were never going to show up. Now, please tell me you brought me one of your mother's sandwiches. That's the stuff. I don't have the energy to catch fish until I've got one of these little beauties in my belly. So anyway, Hyde, I was thinking... No, forget I said anything. Why don't you head down to the galley and peel potatoes or something? Morning, Hyde. How's it hanging? I've been bumming around in Eastard, but the scene's getting kind of old there. I was thinking of asking your old man if he'd mind dropping me off somewhere next time he goes fishing. Who knows where I'll go, but hey man, life's a journey, not a destination, you know. I don't need much. As long as I've got my turban and my talent, the world's my oyster. I don't know if I'll ever see you again. We'll see, I guess. Anyway, thanks for everything. It's been a blast. Do you know something, Hyde? You've changed. You're not just a little boy anymore. I can see that you're capable of great things. Who knows? Play your cards right, and you may be a great fisherman. Maybe a greater fisherman than your old man one day. That's it. I've made up my mind. Don't even look at that potato peeler. Get up on deck and show them what you can do. You're a man now. Kind of silly, really. I mean, kill the Demon King, resurrect God, and still treated as a child. Hold on, Pollock. You a mermaid. Should come and have a look at this. What is it? What's the matter? Yeah, it's not like you to get in a panic, man. What's going on? There's a crew of important-looking sorts calling themselves the emissaries of the Almighty. Just sailed into town. They seem deadly serious about something or other. Well, that doesn't sound like a visit we can very well ignore, Pollock. Pollock, I shall have to leave things in your capable hands. Bah! And here we are ready to set sail. Go off to the mare for me, will you, lad? See what all this fuss is about. We can't afford to be hanging around here any longer. Right, anchors away. We've got fish to catch.
Hey Hyde, what's all the fuss? What are you up to? Did something happen? Wait, I've never seen that boat before. This is exciting. Come on, let's go and have a look. So this is the boat these emissaries of the Almighty turned up in, is it? It's certainly not what you'd call understated, is it? I wouldn't be seen dead in something so showy. If this is the kind of boat they sail around in, I doubt they're the kind of people I'd want to hang around with. I was thinking of going up to Eastard with you, but having seen this, I don't think I can be bothered, to be honest.
So, this is the vessel these so-called emissaries of the Almighty disembarked from?
That's right. They said they were headed to Eastard Castle.
I told them where it was and they headed straight off. Well, I suppose they didn't come all this way just to visit Pilchard Bay. Let's just keep an eye on their boat until they come back. Oh, hello Hyde. So it seems these characters calling themselves the emissaries of the Almighty have headed to the castle. I'm guessing you'll be wanting to find out more about them, won't you?
Yep.
I rather suspected as much. Well, if you want to follow them, I shan't stop you. Just make sure you're on your best behaviour. You'll be representing Pilchard Bay after all. And I shall follow them tomorrow. My throat is feeling a bit raw right now, so I think it's best to stop before I damage it any. It's all those darn old men voices. And anyway, tomorrow everything gets progressively worse.